This is Paul. Yes. Um, I was I was just reading this dictionary. Yeah, and there's what's known as the quack. Yes, the harsh croaking cry of a duck. Yes, someone who pretends to be a doctor. Yeah, quackery. Mhm. I had a grandmother named Clara Budnick, and I had this woman that I was going to marry. She was from Denmark, and she lived with me in Auburn, Washington. And there's what's known as quackery. Yes. Somebody that pretends to be somebody. Poop. Well, I was 18 and I was living with her, and she was a very attractive Danish woman. We had a little apartment, and it was the middle of winter, and we didn't have much furniture. Wasn't a lot to do every day. Wasn't a lot to do. And as it happens at that age, or maybe even at 48 years old, when you don't have a lot to do, you think about entertaining yourselves. Well, for some reason, she had back pain. My grandmother suggested we go to a chiropractor, somebody that she had went to. Yes. And she was attractive, a very, very attractive woman. Her hair color was blonde. Yes. So we go to this chiropractor, yeah, and he brings out this little device about this size, yes, and he pushes on a button, and it supposedly aligns the the vertebrae of the back. Well, of course, she had to remove all her clothing so she could put on one of these chiropractic robes. So there she is in her underwear, very, very attractive naked woman, and I'm watching this quack perform what was supposed to be chiropractic. And I look at the old guy and I look at the young woman that happened to be 19. And I look at the guy and I said, "You're a quack. You all you want to do is see the naked body of those." Well, this quackery, yes, it's somebody that pretends to be somebody. Yes. Now it seems that there are a lot of quacks in office right now that they're pretending to be oaths of office. Yes. But my personal life experience was all he really wanted to do was see her naked body. The physical appearance of a very attractive woman from Denmark that was 19 years old. Yes. That was living with me. Yes. Where we didn't have anything to do but watch television all day. Now, for a lot of those in office, yes, there was a lot of quackery going on. Yes. And as an American citizen, when you take into consideration my physical appearance, you really shouldn't. I'm an unattractive man that a lot of women don't find attractive. But I am one of these American citizens right now that has seen a lot of quackery when it falls to laws. You're pretending to be judges when you're not. Now, she had some back pain, yes. And I watched this chiropractor disrobe a very attractive young woman, yes, and then pulled out this little device that was really, in my opinion, not the practice of the medicine of chiropractic. Yes. Now, I'm having to work through a large number of persons, yes, where they say they're law enforcement, but they're not. They say they're attorneys, yes, judges and justices, yes. And their thought was, well, we don't have to listen to the guy, but you do. See, there's there's this idea of what relationships do I have and what relationships don't I. I've had a lot of contractual relationships over the course of my life. Yes, I've signed contracts with different franchises. Yes, and at the time of reading the literature of the contract, there was some contractual obligation. Yep. hmm But after being in the relationship, when I found out that the contractual obligation did not actually fit what was described in the contract, I exited the relationship because I could see that the relationship, yes, was not based on the truth of the performance of the contract. Oh. Now, it's my obligation to evaluate the conditions of the contract. Mhm. It's your obligation to perform according to the contract. Yes. And when I sign an obligation right now, Pooch, what fucking quacks? I gotta talk to you for a second.